Hello! Welcome to Coffee with Eliana Helvas. We're starting a new season in partnership with ABIX, the Brazilian Soluble Coffee Industry Association. We will find out a little more about the universe of instant coffee, its processes, its new flavors and aromas. Would you like to know a bit more about this world? Come with me and I'll tell you. Soluble coffee, or instant coffee, doesn't have to be filtered during its preparation. You just need to add hot water and you will have a delicious cup of coffee. This type of coffee is often drunk with milk in most Brazilian homes, but due to its practicality, making it with water is becoming more popular. And you'll find very complex and interesting new aromas and flavors in this cup of coffee. There's no exact consensus on the creation of instant coffee. However, in 1901, a Japanese chemist based in the USA called Satoru Kato created a powder that was sold at the Pan American Exhibition in New York precisely to be dissolved in water. But due to the crisis of the 1930s, instant coffee took a new direction. Due to the decrease in exports and, consequently, warehouses full of coffee, the Brazilian government asked Swiss manufacturers to develop a way to guarantee product quality for a longer period of time. And then, in 1937, Max Morgenthaler ended up developing instant coffee. It was a bestseller in Europe and in the United States. Later, it was used by American soldiers during World War II for being an extremely practical product. In 1953, the first soluble coffee industry came here to Brazil. Ever since then, Brazil has been the largest soluble coffee producer and exporter in the world. And how's instant coffee produced? There are only two ingredients: mineral water and coffee beans. The coffee bean can be Arabica, Canephora, or even a blend. It's going to be roasted and granulated. Then it'll go into extraction process, in which something like a syrup is made, and it's going to be concentrated. Later, it's going to be dried out. Drying can be by evaporation or sublimation. Let's take a look at the chart of the triple point of water to understand it better. If you want to know a little bit more about the drying process, let's go back to science classes. The first process, which is evaporation, causes the water in the coffee concentrate to change from a liquid to a gaseous state due to high temperatures. Consequently, the result is an extremely fine powder. Within this same process, this powder goes through a vapor layer, and it is transformed into agglomerated coffee, which has a fluffier appearance and, consequently, easier to dissolve in with water or milk. Another drying process is by sublimation. That concentrated coffee is frozen and ground to form granules. This coffee goes to a low-pressure chamber and, consequently, low temperature. In this case, water that is in a solid state changes to a gaseous state without melting. This type of process is called freeze-drying, or freeze-dried, and it makes coffee look like this, with lighter and more jagged crystals. Consequently, it preserves the aromas and flavors better due to the low temperature. Now that you know the drying processes for instant coffee, and that it is made with only coffee beans, mineral water, pressure, and temperature, if you want more information, there's a wonderful chart on the ABIX website. The link is in the description below. What about you? Do you like instant coffee? How do you usually have it? We'll have more videos on this topic. So, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. Explore and enjoy Instant Coffee Brazil and have good cups of coffee.